Welcome back to Bloom. Looking to stretch your holiday budget for decorations? We've got you covered. Marley Major, the party goddess, is here with tips that are sustainable and cost-saving. Welcome back to Bloom, Marley.
Thank you for having me, and happy almost Thanksgiving. It's hard to believe.
Yes, it's right around the corner. It is hard to believe. So, we're hearing in the news about supply shortages, and we might not see what we need on the shelves. And so you pretty much have us covered. Why do you care so much about this topic? This is really important to you, right?
It is super important to me. This whole sustainability thing is so important to me that I'm literally flying to Dublin on Friday for a sustainability conference. So yes, it's to fly from LA to Dublin. Yeah, big deal. But the thing is that in fact, it seems like all we hear is about the supply chain stuff. I mean, at least in LA, we have photos of the container ships out there, like every night on the news. So what I figured was, wait a second, there's one place that is never out of stock, and that are like the thrift stores, right? Or your own pantry. So what I did was I intentionally only used things to decorate for Thanksgiving that I had already. I didn't buy one thing. This was just stuff that I pulled out of the cupboard and I thought, okay, wait, we could use this. And so we just have so many ways of things that you can use, like just apples as part of your centerpiece. I mean, yes, of course, somebody could eat them, but dried things. We've got these grasses that I just literally cut this morning from outside. We've got some basil from the garden just in these big jars that I love. And even this part, like I was thinking, this was kind of like a last minute addition. It's like, why couldn't we just use this and put a napkin in it and have it be for your bread rolls, right? I mean, what's the difference? I mean, before it had my dice and cards and stuff like that, but there are just so many things that you can do if we just reframe what decor and entertaining is all about.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. So I guess you're saying the first step is to try to just look around your house and get your imagination flowing and figure out what you can do with items to kind of tailor them to the holidays. Now, if we don't see what we need in our own cupboards, do you have some more tips that we can find these supplies?
Sure. So what you do is, like, for example, this is from the Goodwill, okay? But look, all it is a bowl and another bowl. And so what I did was I just turned it upside down. I found it at the Goodwill and I was like, okay, this works. Put it here. And then you can fill it. If you want to fill it with dried leaves, you could fill it with flowers. The other thing we did here too is, which is such a gorgeous color, is we just took corn husks, right, from the dollar store, literally huge pack from the dollar store, and just dyed them all different shades. They are amazing. And then it's just like pop around, like go to your Marshalls or your Ross, whatever you guys have locally, and pull stuff that is basic, like clear vases will always work. Cylindrical vases will always work. And then guess what? You can use them for the holidays too. All you have to do is just change your color story from kind of this whole orange brown situation to like red and green, or silver and blue if you want to do Hanukkah.
That is so cool. So what are some of the key items that we can always have around the house and not just use them for the holidays, but repurpose them maybe for Christmas or even after?
So always, one of my go-to things is you should always have a huge stack of white napkins. Okay, so white cloth napkins are good for everything. And you can do white, or of course you can do cream if you prefer that. Here's why. This looks very Thanksgiving-y. Took some ribbons that we had left over. We've just got, got some rosemary from the garden, and then we've got acorns and things, and you could just, create a napkin ring. But white napkins will save you for the holidays, for Easter, Mother's Day, whatever. All you do is just change your napkin ring. And then another thing you always want, cylindrical vases, always. That's like the most important thing. And the next thing is some kind of bowl or something that you can use as a riser, because there's no reason why you can't just have tons of these and tons of clear vases of all different shapes and sizes that you can mix and match. You can fill them with candles. It's just amazing. It tricks out the whole thing. And if you have kind of this landscape of candles and glass, and then you just switch out your color or your item, it changes the whole holiday.
I love it, Marley. What great tips you had for us today. I certainly appreciate you joining us on Bloom, and I hope you have an incredible holiday.
Thank you. I will, and I hope you and your viewers do as well.
All right, thank you. For more information, you can visit thepartygoddess.com and follow her on Instagram at thepartygoddess. We'll be back with more Bloom right after this.